taking a look at these drafts, I mean, WE, they have some ability to push around their opponents early on. My worry that when we get into a mid-game team fight for WE, this. Okay, thinking about ultimates, you had noted Monkey half a level down on his opponent. Pace now has the killer instinct. And with Scout, you can still cut this across. Let's watch Karis now.
He's got that Rakan ultimate, Ezreal ultimate coming through. It's going to not do much to Cube. Flash burn as Vampire went in, and now they're going to turn on him. He's going to flash away. Backside of the fight. Pace is forced off a little bit, but Cube and Monkey in a 2v2 over on the side. We saw the Rakan ultimate, but they go all in on Monkey. Oh, and it's a split fight, and Team WE is unable to win it. It was a fight that, as you said, should be overtly winning for Team WE. And they're just not able to get the job done. Now Monkey has to solo ult Shun here. They're going to try to turn it all around on him, but a good ultimate knocks him all away. And a great Weaver's Wall means that the bot lane of Team WE are completely cut off.
An inability for WE to synchronize on that fight means that it is getting worse and worse for them.
It is an absolute disaster class right now. All Team WE came out of the gate, rolled their ankle with Karis getting taken down to half and making lane very difficult. Ultimate from Karis will be unused. We see double teleports coming in, dragging down to about 3,000 HP. Team WE, I think they do want to fight this. They haven't met a fight that they haven't liked, Alk, and they're going to go all the way in, and they're going to blow up Karis. He's got to try to get out of there, but he gets knocked up on the backside, and he can't do a damn thing. The dragon is secured by JDG. Pays forced to flash out as he's burning away. Big knockups from Xiaoshu. More knockups from Scout as Vampire is low, and he finally falls. But Taeyoon is healthy. He's caught in a corner. He's knocked up. He's got to flash out.
Oh my God.
Blinking health bars on both sides, but it's JDG who can close out the kills.
I feel so bad for WE because you look at that fight and there are so many members of JDG.
Maybe you could steal the Weaver's Wall and do something. Maybe you could steal Ornn's ultimate too. We'll see what the move is as JDG go and clear this mid wave, and they walk all the way up here. 3,000 HP on the Herald. Weaver's Wall coming out to try to get onto Cube. They're going to go all in for him. Herald will be secured by the side of Team WE, and they blow up the Rumble.
Teleport came out from Wink to try to put him in a flank position. Karis is on vision, does not know. He gets out with a Rocket Belt proc. It is going to be Cube's life for the Herald. WE finally gets something on this map, and look what they're doing. Pace is sitting in mid lane.
Oh my goodness, man. They had to know that this was an potential for JDG to cut them off of the pass. Karis, once again, making a mistake. 6 kills to nothing for JDG. Like this, it's A-okay, right? Team WE, you're going to need to do a lot to make this Herald worthwhile. Another turret going down on the top side, giving Xiaoshu.
Has 2 splits in a row where he doesn't perform, and he had a heartfelt message saying, I'm obviously hoping to be back next year. See if they can do anything versus this Ornn.
Well, it's going to be hard to kill, but they're working hard to do it. He misses the call, the Forge God. He will burn away, and the Rift Card will be used on the top side, so Team WE trying to get some gold back in their pockets.
All right, this is gold not only for Cube and for them. They get the turret, which is an objective bounty. Maybe they can take some of these topside camps and get Monkey into a good spot. How much more can they grab from this? Because I'm looking at the map. Scout's getting a bottom lane turret for himself. And if this play goes on for too long, it could be a dragon on top of it.
Vampire was forced to heal, but he's going to get flashed after by Shun. Shun and Pays looking to make plays here. Knock up to disrupt Wink. So Monkey slips out the back.
Wink's looking for it. Has heal, has flash. They're going to use the ultimate. Monkey doesn't get out.
Oh, he got taunted up. He'll slide out once again, but he will not be able to survive this time as Pays will flash after him to take him down, and it should be soul point for JDG.
2 kills, the turret on bottom side, and the dragon, like you were mentioning. Soul point here at 19 minutes is one hell of a way to open up after a pretty disappointing loss. It sucks because WE, an exciting lineup that we saw in Split 2, make a mid-season resurgence, but kind of the lack of cleanliness, maybe the fact that they had such long of a break, they were kind of
contender come out of the LPL. But this is a matchup of a lack of consistency between JDG and Team WE, and maybe this could be the start of a semblance of something as Otacon burnt low, going down the headbutt out, but it is still secured by JDG. Call the Forge God coming through, only hitting a couple. Now it's the real call of the Forge God. This time it's going to go on to Cube. He's forced to flash away.
We're getting closer to those third items, and for WE, the gold is just really stretched right now. Cube's going to die, and they'll even grab themselves another turret here with demolished procs from Xiaoshu. I just think that some of the matchups that we had drafted for ourselves obviously did not go the way that we thought they would. In early game level 1, put Karis at a disadvantage, and it just has not looked good since.
Yeah, bad from the start, bad in the mid game, bad now. 35 seconds until Ocean Soul for JDG. Scout's going to come through with the Weaver's Wall, but it only cuts off his buddy Wink. Wink's got to flash over the wall to get over to the boys and keep Shun alive. Knock him down onto the Wukong as they're going to turn all the way onto Vampire. And going way deep is Pays. He's got to flash out, but he did enough damage to get these guys low. And now they're going to look for Taeyun. Taeyun's going to be able to shift over the wall. And JDG will not be able to chase him, but they win another fight.
They go through mid-wave. They can grab themselves the soul after they push this. Jingdong Gaming, though, incredibly dominant here in game number 1 WE.
Yeah, there's just no way that Team WE's comp has the damage to play into that. Even if they get their perfect fight, it's just not enough burst, really, unless you find it all into Pays. But even then, it will be a struggle. Vampire teleports up top and has teleported right into JDG.
Well, hey, the teleports up top might be ball up top, too. Goodbye, Vampire. He's gone. Baron's going to start in 8 seconds, and they've got an Kaisa with a Ocean Soul. I have zero reason to believe that this game is going to be going on for much longer. We can kind of talk about a fun stat that you and I were pulling right before the broadcast. WE against the top 5 teams above them from Split 2 placements are 2-16 in series. And those 2 series wins come from playoffs of Split 2, where they were able to find victories against top esports and JDG.
Yeah, the fact that their playoff record overall was 2-2 against these teams, 6 wins, 9 losses in individual games, doesn't sound great on paper. A huge improvement for them compared to what they had done earlier in the year and even earlier in the split.
No, but for JDG, this is a hard game to rate because of how well it's gone for them and some of the mistakes from their opponents.
Yeah, I mean, good on them for taking advantage of these mistakes, but it's not like they created too many opportunities for themselves. The opportunities came, they took advantage, sick, really good stuff, but we need to still see more from JDG. What we will see is them closing out the game here as they've taken out the top inhibitor turret. They'll move it over into mid, they'll take out that inhibitor, as well as that top inhibitor that also went down. It looks like they'll go for the clinical finish here and back out. Bro, Masterwork, Phantom Dancer, FF, just it's over. What is going to be over is this final fight. Karis is going to flash over the Weaver's Wall. The final inhibitor will fall as the minions pour into the base. Vampire taken below half HP. He's going to go in, try to knock Wink into the rest of his team, but that means they're all taunted and charmed. Oh, this is a disaster. They're going to move on to Cube. Big double knockup coming through. Cube has got to go golden under his turrets. Stolen Call, the Forge God, does a lot of work. And the health bars might be a little low for JDG, but it is too little, too late. Pays in the face of everybody on Team WE, forcing them into the fountain. The final Nexus turret will fall, and JDG, a dominating Game 1 win.
So for JDG, they have so much upfront damage. They can really slow fights down utilizing the Deadly Flourish and the combination between Shun and Wink on these champions. But in terms of frontline, WE have that in spades.
Present it.
You have a couple of options here. Remember that Deadly Flourish from Jin allows for Shun to play a little bit further up in the river. Scout now getting engaged upon.
Scout. Yeah, that's tough. Karis hitting level 6. Shun here just a little late. They're going to try to turn it around. Karis is going to be able to take first blood, and Shun could not keep track of him. Great job by Team WE. Now we're going to see a top side fight here. Supports on the 80 carries, as Taeyun will deal quite a bit of damage back.
Collapse for this. Xiaoshu is now coming up into the top side river. Jin is back in base. This is a numbers advantage for WE.
All right, they're going to go look for Monkey here, and they dump everything they got on him, but he flashes out. Xiaoshu will flash after him and take him down, though. Now Vampire going to be the next target. Taeyun starting to walk through, but he doesn't have his ultimate. They're going to get a flash root onto Wink, but Karis is caught, and he is stunned, but they don't have follow-up damage. As Xiaoshu trying to Drake Hound step to get away, but big damage coming through from the carries of Team WE.
1-2 applications of it, you can very easily kill a lot of people. So WE, they'll get 2 kills there, and they'll grab themselves all 3 grubs. A great objective take there from Team WE. I think the investment there from Scout, maybe he knows that Shun is going to cover him on this next top lane wave.
All right, Pay's getting rooted up, but there's no follow-up to be had. We see Monkey trying to get there. Hook gonna land, and they're gonna get the impale.
Okay.
It's all on to Wink. Wink getting knocked up as well. It looks like he's gonna keep the flash in his back pocket, throw everything he can onto Taeyun, but it will not be enough as the feats of strength. We'll see if that changes soon as Scout looking to get this wave all the way in, looking to make a play. Onto Karis here. Vampire spots it out. They're gonna land the hook onto Wink. Pay's heading up as well. The roots there. Monkey coming through over the wall, slamming Wink against it. Doesn't have a whole lot of damage right now. Knock him over on the side. They're looking for Vampire, but Taeyun and Karis are safe, and it's turned on to Scout. Scout's forced out, but the double teleports are coming in. Cube is ready. Public execution down on a Vampire. Xiaoshu gets the kill. Karis forced to flash out of the Cataclysm, but he gets Lance too. And here comes the curtain call as Taeyun is caught in the corner. He's trying to dance around, but the last shot in his back takes him down. And now Cube, it doesn't matter how tanky you are if you can't escape the fight. He's got a flash and he'll ult away. And JDG bite back. Fantastic.
Scout is the answer here, though. Wink is on his way. Jarvan is moving on forward and Pays. He just wants to collect a mid-wave. How long does it take for them to kill Scout?
Not that long, I don't think.
Ooh,
Yeah,
nice
he's
stun.
gonna get out and taken down. Cube tanking this one up as Wink is going to walk all the way up. It's now going to be a 4v2 as Pays is on the way. They're going to just try to take as many plates as they can before they fall off in 30 seconds.
Smart play. Trying to isolate Pays now. Good flash.
All right, Monkey going to be in a bit of trouble, rooted up, but they don't have a whole lot of damage. Big triple knockup coming through. The roots are there. The damage is too. As Taeyun is able to free hit another knockup, and Pays has to cleanse, but the missed position cooks him and the rest of JDG.
What is JDG doing? Just give up this turret. Let yourself play through mid lane there. WE, they're saying, okay, thank you. We'll take 4 kills from you. We'll also get the flash and the cleanse out from Pays, and still grab ourselves the first turret in bottom lane. So, or sorry, JDG actually ended up getting the first turret there. Still, I don't think it matters. Karis should be out of here, uses the Between Worlds to get out of a sticky situation versus Scout. Laner that is no longer playing. Obviously, RNG are in the LDL at this time. But I'm honestly really, really impressed with what the body of work he's put forth.
Scion Ultimate's going to force Pays off. Monkey getting onto the priority target. They're going to line him up for everything, and Cube takes him out. Here's the public execution. They find a way onto Taeyun. This could be the fight. Big Timber's coming down, and it's only the tanks left, and plenty of damage for JDG. Big stun coming through from Scout. The knockups are there, and they're caught in a crevice that Xiaoshu couldn't do any more damage. He run out of energy, run out of Drakehound steps. But a big fight win for JDG, and they will turn onto the Herald.
If he gets his second and third item soon, Xiaoshu wins that fight. There is a very real possibility. He's only level 12, and he has the Eclipse, so short burst trades are really going to be in his favor. But a great turnaround coming in from JDG, where they cannot deal with these tanks. I mean, you're playing Jhin into Scion, Skarner. You need an LDR, and you need it quick here.
We have crowd control for the lineup of JDG. Looks like they'll just march it down mid for right now. They'll drop the Rift Herald there as the Dragon has been started up. Remember, because Taeyun is on hit, we'll be able to rip through it pretty quickly. It goes down, and
Xiaoshu does have teleport. They're moving towards this objective, but it is on vision. Observer's got to show it right now. How close is this Otacon? Has to be at least half HP.
Well, they're going to go all in onto Cube right now and just ignore the Otacon. Otacon will be secured for Team WE, and now the knockups are coming through.
Dead.
They're going to target out Xiaoshu, and they got him. Karis over on the side looking to deal with Wink. He's going to get stunned up, but he'll get the kill anyway. Flash, hook, caught him. Shun forced to flash away, but the rest of Team WE are in hot pursuit, and he's one hook away as he goes down. Timbers on the other side. It does get a stun out, but it doesn't do any damage. Rolling over JDG or Team WE.
Too slow to pull the trigger, and because of that, WE, they grab themselves the Otacon. They'll also be able to hit on this mid lane turret. Probably going to be able to grab the entirety of this structure. and a great fight and a great bounce back from Team WE.
Will be able to just chew through Team WE. That eventually Pays will have damage.
Yeah, but I'm looking at this from Team WE. I mean, you're going to be having 2 items. The vision around this river is going to be completely dark as long as WE do not skip steps.
Summoner spell check here. Karis, Taeyun, all with flashes.
Jesus.
Monkey has a flash too. And Monkey ready to be the big driver here as he slams Xiaoshu into the wall. Big knockup from Cube. And the top laner and the jungler of JDG have perished. Wink will fall as well. Triple kill for Taeyun. And Monkey won scout. 4-0. Team WE domination.
No! I didn't!
Yes!
And I'm sure JDG did not, but WE, they're going to send us all the way to 3.
We think able to close this one out, which we expect they will. What Monkey will be able to play that will be able to enable him to this sort of level. As Wink potentially caught out here, looks like he will be trying desperately to get out, but he just can't. Now Pei's going to be marked with the knockup as Taeyun hits him with a fadeaway chain of corruption to finish off the Leona.
Objective, I love that we're watching Cube and Vampire try to mark the enemy jungler.
The big boys are playing bouncers. Karis over on the side, looking to 1v1 Pays, isn't able to really finish that one off, but never really in any danger as the Baron has been secured. And Cube will run right into Shun. Shun trying to break some ankles here.
What the hell
The
is
only
he
thing
doing?
that's broken is his body. Scout going to be called out next. Karis is here for the rest of the damage over the top. And that should do it.
I don't know who's more depressed, me or 1010 after watching this. This is some of the worst JDG that we've been getting. Just a misunderstanding of where they want to apply their pressure. And honestly, a draft that, while I was praising it for some of its ways of being a little bit more flexible, we did not at all see JDG execute in any point in this game.
Execution was poor, the damage ain't there, and you gave Monkey Skarner, and he, along with the rest of Team WE, run over JDG, and they will force Game 3.
9 games. 9 games somehow between... You're going to be dealing with an Orianna who controls space incredibly well. You're going to be having a Rel who, yes, can be stopped by this Poppy, but you can't stop everything as Monkey, especially with how aggressive he's been playing. That's a feel-good moment.
Yeah. We love
Yanni?
that. We love AD carries here.
What's that in Scout's inventory?
Oh, that's a Catalyst of the Aeons, my friend. And
There's
it looks like he's
Catalyst.
also making a play
here
on the
comes those
Karis here.
map
They
plays.
force the flash out, and they get him. First blood goes over to Shun.
Need to see how the supports are going to be able to move out around the map. It's hard for Vampire to move, but he does have teleports. He's probably going to be back for this dragon. But for Wink, you have a Corki on your side. It is significantly easier for you to find a timer to walk around the map. And we can see that right now as he goes to cover his mid laner.
Vampire teleporting, making sure that that dragon goes over to Team WE. Not really a threat for JDG to do anything. They had already chosen their objective. Things are a-okay. That we expected to be near the bottom, and you know, I always wonder, you know, what if IG never really got it together, right? Does WE finish third? I don't know. They're going to try to make this play onto Cube. They wanted to do it on the top side. It looks like they might have to settle for the bottom side. They are putting a lot of their focus onto the turret. Meanwhile, over on the top side, Xiaoshu is going to get dove. The tanking is coming through. The minion wave is pretty much gone. Shun and Scout taking a lot of damage as well. So Cube stays alive. And on the top
They
side,
need this to go now, though. I mean, Scout doesn't have teleport. They're not going to be able to answer. Senna's getting mid waves. You're going to give this Victor a ton of gold. What are we doing, JDG?
Cube just an escape artist. He just needs to find a way out. He does have the all-out available, trying to get away, force these guys off. Now
Cube?
He wants Wink. Wait a minute, Cube! Good flash from Wink, and Cube will finally fall, but he wastes so much of JDG's time.
Oh my god, first turret does go over. It's Xiaoshu getting this TP, but remember, he just died. Alright, so Xiaoshu's going to continue to hit away at this turret. Again, 3 grubs does make it a lot easier for him. Probably just going to proxy this. You can see that JDG are moving multiple members up here. Rel's on the way. JDG Pays is on the way.
I like it. Cube doesn't really have a way out. Good buffer, but he's going to push Wink closer to the turret. Shun with a spear from long distance through the back. And with a man down, that could be Herald.
Herald in trade for the Dragon. WE will have 2 Dragons. Victor gets all of this bottom lane wave. I'm worried here, Yanni, because the team that is scaling right now in WE get a lot of gold onto Victor and Senna. They get the first 2 Dragons of the game. And JDG, for the most part, get the win more objectives. You only get to use 3 Grubs when you are allowed to hit turrets. You only get to use a Herald in good spots if you are in a decent enough place in the game. So, getting more and more worried for this time, this clock that is ticking down here for JDG.
He has to make a big play off of it. If they don't, this is a definite loss for them. Here we go. After that charge goes in, Shun all the way deep, but he falls and Kars is going to get credit for the kill. That is not what you want.
Fantastic punish there from Monkey, knowing the mechanics behind getting inside the Rift Herald, it bouncing you out and getting the steadfast presence. A fantastic punish means that they grab that kill, they kill the Herald, and JDG, they want to overforce yet again. Oh my god, Scout, Jesus.
The sombrero means that they won't be able to get more than the turret, although Pays wants a little bit more.
Fought when they've needed to. They've created pockets of pressure for their team. And now, another extended play onto the side lane here. Cube's most likely going down.
Okay, stuns there. Wink just hovering off to the side. The all-out goes on to Shun, which means Cube is stuck here, and he's going to need to try to fight it out. Pays is going to move up, and they will be able to take him down. Deaths on a side lane like that, though, have been what JDG have been able to pick up this game. There's no shockwave available. Team WE trying to get out, but Xiaoshu is looking to cut them off. Pays is bringing up the rear as well, so they're ready to go. Pantheon ult getting channeled, and they're going to go fly in. Let's see. Oh, Shun! Oh, no. He didn't get knocked away. Monkey mistimed it. Teleport coming in for the Cassante, but it's a little late. Monkey frontlining. Taeyoon untouched, and he's trying to desperately kite back with the rest of his team. Karis is alive but limping. They're trying to keep Cube upright as he's looking to just cause a problem and get back to his team. He flashes away. The rocket's coming through. Pays flashing forward, but he can't finish off Karis.
Dude, they don't have enough HP right now to go for this Otacon. Are they going to force it either way? Ping's coming out. Karis can recall and teleport. There are 2 minions. Look at those wards that are in the blue side jungle. Scout! He just killed Karis!
Oh my god!
He was safe in the brush. Okay, Scout should be able to grab this turret. If not, there's another minion wave coming. Dragon will be going over to WE as they set themselves up on Soul Point here. A lot of these spells now gone from JDG. But holy hell, what an insane setup there up against WE.
And just a huge play by Scout, because that pick means that the Otacon is 100% guaranteed. There's no teleport that would scare off the low health bars of JDG. But JDG, they will have to play this on a knife's edge, because once this Dragon goes to WE, if they sweep for Soul, especially Mountain Soul, that could be all she wrote.
In this game, only 4,000 gold up. Remember, WE, 2.5 minutes before that Soul spawns. TP behind from Scout. Shun could use this ultimate.
Like this.
Diving in.
All right, let's see what Scout can do, but he gets bonked out of the fight. And now they're going to go all in on Wink. He gets knocked up. Do they have the damage? They definitely have the lockdown, and they finish him off. Karis gets his 4th kill of the game. All of the hopes of WE are riding on him.
And guess what? There's a Dragon spawning in 2. There's a Baron in a minute, and there will be no teleport available for Scout. There will be no flash available for Shun coming into this next fight.
He's down to half HP with 15 seconds left. Won't have that teleport available. Here comes the Dominus on the backside. Xiaoshu once in. Big shockwave! JDG! They found him! But can they get Karis? Karis trying to get away, and Xiaoshu will fall, and Karis will survive, and Scout has to deal with Cube off to the side. He'll be able to sidestep the knock-up, and they're trying to turn it around. Pace has plenty of damage, but Team WE, the 4th Dragon, still eludes their grasp.
Monkey is not going to recall yet. He wants to stay. Cube can recall and teleport. There are minions to go for if they want it. They're not going to even contest it. They're going to lose out on the Soul
again
this time around. We said it in the Weibo series. That was the make or break point. Weibo got a single Drake back, and they came back into the game. Karis is going to come in from the Raptor pit. And how much more can JDG get? It is half HP now, 8,000.
Oh,
Oh, no.
Shockwave. All right, Monkey's low. He's going to go right to Xiaoshu. Xiaoshu takes him out. And now they're going to turn on the Vampire with 3 members of JDG. Cube trying to break things up in the pit, but the Baron is secured by JDG. Cube goes all out, but he can't get it done on the backside. Karis, Taeyun, full HP. Vampire with nothing. And Team WE can only watch as JDG, draped in purple, will saunter away. Just lean into it more.
I mean, Senna still has to be able to stack 90 stacks at 30 minutes. Is not fantastic, but it'll have to do in this moment. You need to make a play on one side.
They're just going to go in. They're going to go in. Cube is on 2 members, dealing a ton of damage.
Good.
And they find the support, and they're going to find Scout too. The Shockwave was not enough, but Monkey a little far up. Hayes unable to close out kills, and Team WE stand their ground.
All right, but look at mid lane right now. Xiaoshu took a mid lane turret. He's going to get a second inhibitor here. Can't exactly crash for the rest of the structures. Ooh,
The Dragon Pit.
look at the flank right now. Wink right now is controlling this. WE have given up the entire position around this this dragon, and Xiaoshu is waiting in the wings. Started attacking the blue buff just to get some rage.
Shockwave only lands on a Monkey here. The Victor Laser's not doing a whole lot, though. It just feels like they're getting low.
Oh, no.
The ultimate knocks out, too. It's disaster. Scout's in trouble. He's got to run. Pays is low. He gets flashed on. He's able to get out. But here we go. They're in. It's a 5v2. He went deep. All out is there. Taeyun is alive. Taeyun is alive. He's exhausted. He's autoing. He's sliced. He's diced. He's dead. And Xiaoshu, triple kill for the Renekton. The new top laner for JDG comes up huge.
Gets a triple kill and absolutely eradicates WE. There will be no chance for them to grab this Mountain Soul. There will be 40 seconds before Karis is alive. And with 3 grubs, JDG might just end this game.
The sleeping giant who was split pushing often. He was 1-3 and 3 before that fight. And he goes and he makes his mark. He couldn't do it on Ambessa, but he does it on Renekton. Down goes Monkey, down goes the last Nexus turret, and down goes Team WE. JDG get their first of the split.
These were some of the best highlights from today's matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.